So hello, today is Wednesday, March 29th, and this is our Q&A call that we do weekly. My name is Amy Kernicki. I'm a regenerative health practitioner, and I'm so happy and grateful to be here for anyone that wants to share their wins, we can do wins first and then do questions. If anyone would like to hop off, I'd love to hear how everyone's doing.
I don't have a win, Amy, but I have a couple questions. Do you mind if I do that,
Let's
or
start. Yep, no one else
is
is
that
asked.
okay?
Absolutely, yeah.
I have a client. I have just a couple questions for some clients. One of them has really struggled and been on Miralax for a really long time, and doing the alt, she's been able to lower her dose by half. She is kind of wondering, she's starting her second month here. She was doing 2 months to really address the parasites. She's wondering, she really thinks parasites might be the problem. She was wondering if she could do a third month on the cleanser, if that's ever recommended. She's wondering, and then going forth, what products should she continue in the third month that could specifically help her get all the way off the Miralax? She struggled with constipation like for years and years and years and years.
Okay. What was I'm not really familiar exactly with the medication.
The Miralax, I think it's just an anti-constipation drug.
Okay, yeah. So like Camille's saying, adrenals is the issue.
Okay.
So constipation. So yes, she could do the super cleanser again. Is she on anything else besides just the straight ULT, like maybe Be Energetic or
She's on Be Energetic as well.
Okay. Has she been
Yep.
on Be Energetic for 2 months in a row? Or
No, she's only done that once. You think she should repeat that?
do you muscle test at all?
I don't know how to do it. No.
Okay, okay. She could be on that again. Has she taken her blood pressure or is she filtering? Have you asked more questions?
I would guess neither. No.
Neither. Um, and she's just on a straight. So what are her goals? Just to get off of that medication and reverse the
Yep, she had major intense, she's had an eating disorder for lots of years. I think that's played into some of the things, but then just very intense bloating, distended, upset tummy. That's why I approached her, and that's why she agreed to, or signed up to do the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation for 2 months.
Okay. Yeah, I would definitely say keep going. More fruit.
Okay.
I would look at more what what is she intaking? Like fruit
Okay.
in the morning, make sure the food combining. If she wants to go deeper the third month, it's really about the food too. Like a ULT is great,
Okay.
but I would get higher up on the fruit. But just be gentle if she's dealing with like an eating disorder. We don't want to like restrict or anything, but just
Yep.
cleaner and more hydrating foods, especially for constipation too.
So then would you say to keep going with I don't know if she wants to keep going with a whole alt. So like biomedic, if she
I
were
would
to
do
pick just a couple things.
at least a core 4 with plus immune. But if she wants to do another parasite cleanse, I wouldn't recommend that unless you're up on 2 shakes a day at least. You want to be putting more in than taking out.
Okay.
Yeah, like Camille said, the Can't Beat This is great for adrenals too and helps with the bowels. Yeah, I'd work with her on the budget and what's more important
Yeah.
and seeing, but the high
Okay.
fruit too. Does that help?
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
2 more little things. Vertigo, is it a normal detox symptom? I have a couple people with that. And then the other one is I have a nursing mama that an upline told me that it was fine for her to do the Candida reduction pack, and she's seeing a lot of bloating and really itchy. And I just wanted to make sure she's nursing like an older child, a toddler.
Okay.
Is that all?
The first
Okay.
question, one at a time. The
Sorry.
vertigo, it's okay. The vertigo can be a detox symptom. It's congestion in the head. So again, getting things moving, um, high fruit, stuff like that. Uh,
Okay.
even I think even like ear candling for vertigo to relieve some of that pressure in the head. Um, Camille, do you have anything on, on that one with vertigo? But it's something that they can push through though. It could be detox for sure. And okay, so the second question was
I
a
have a
nursing mom.
client, yes, a nursing mama on the Candida reduction pack. Um, is that okay? An upline had said it was fine, so that's what she wanted to do. But she's seeing a lot of itching and she's seeing a lot of bloating, which I thought was maybe the biometric. So I kind of gave her the advice Carrie gave me of just back down to one biometric with supper for a little while, until the bloating went down, but just making sure that the Virosure is, or Virusure, I don't know how to say it, but is okay while nursing.
I'm trying to see what's in this pack. I don't remember offhand. Candida over Candida. I don't see it in the iShop. Um, mm, do you know what's in it offhand? The whole pack?
It has the Kamut blend. It has just like a tropical oil, coconut oil. Then it has the biometric, and then it has the Virusure.
Virusure. Yeah, all
Yeah.
that's safe for pregnancy,
Okay.
and for nursing,
Okay.
right? I'm pretty sure. And as far as the itching, yeah, that's a detox symptom. So,
Yeah.
um, is she dealing with candida? Because
Yeah. She's struggled with Candida for many, many years, thrush and different things with her little ones. Yeah.
I know it's not Purium, but did you look into the ion biome?
No, no. Ion. Okay.
Because you want to repair those tight junctions if she's dealing with candida
Yep.
overgrowth, right?
Yep.
So like,
I can put that out there.
okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I have a question.
Hi, Cindy. Sure.
Hi, yeah, I can't see where there's like raise your hand on this.
No problem.
So
That's okay.
sorry if I cut anybody. But I'm having an issue with my periods. So sorry if it's too much information for anybody, but my periods were getting better. So they were getting lighter, they were getting less painful, and they were about 5-6 weeks apart, and I was consistently showing signs of ovulation before 2 weeks before my period started. And then this last cycle, I don't know what happened, but it's been 8 weeks since my last period, and I got a positive ovulation test, and then negative pregnancy tests, and ever since then, like I haven't shown any symptoms. My ovulation symptoms are kind of all over the place. I just don't know what happened. I didn't change anything.
Hmm. You didn't change anything? So how long have you been working at this?
For well, it's like gradual increasing in levels, I guess, over the past 6-8 months or so.
So you've been on like Purium for 6 to 8 months?
No, I've been having a problem with Purium. So the Power Shake gives me a massive headache, and I have to try a smaller dose of it. And then the Epi Kids gives me constipation. So Carrie was suggesting heavy metal detox, but then with me trying to get pregnant, I don't know if taking the stuff for heavy metals, if that's dangerous if you do get pregnant, or I just don't know what happened with this last cycle.
Yeah, that's what I think it's just the headaches sound like something that could pass. That sounds like a detox symptom.
It's pretty painful though. And I mean, it goes away if I eat something else, like not good. So yeah, that's stopping detox symptoms for sure.
Mhm.
But if I let it go, it'll go all day.
How much fruit are you doing? What's your water intake?
Really doing a lot of fruit, which is more sensitive, I think, for my thyroid. So I'm doing more berries and more melons.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, the
water.
period regulation is your thyroid.
Yeah.
So what is that? Have you been dealing with thyroid issues at all?
Yeah, I was, but my symptoms have improved a lot. And what confuses me is the last like 4 cycles have been pretty consistent of 5-6 weeks and showing positive ovulation symptoms. And then last cycle didn't.
Yeah, that's really frustrating. But sometimes like our detox is not linear. You might be like cruising and then just hit a pocket where it goes a little deeper and things are going to come up. I would work with all of your elimination pathways. So if your kidneys aren't filtering, like making sure you're doing a good lymph massage, getting things moving, going as much fruit and water, and just get really cleaning it out. The more you slow it down, the you're gonna have to go through it.
Okay, if I did get pregnant, is it dangerous to go in a sauna?
To go in a sauna?
Yes. Did they say that hot tubs are contraindicated?
Yeah, I wouldn't go in a hot tub. I'm not sure about that offhand.
Because the sauna is what really gets me to sweat. Otherwise, I have to exercise hardcore for like an hour.
What about just dry brushing? I don't
Oh, that's a good
sauna.
idea.
Yeah, sauna would hot tub are looking like it's kind of the same thing with the heat with an early pregnancy, but like dry brushing and like doing gentle like cardio and jumping, like you don't have to do anything stressful, especially if your thyroid um is acting up. Like you don't want to be like heavy exercise. It's just going to cause acidosis as well, so take it easy. Actually, less is more.
Okay. I was thinking of trying to get myself to sweat. So that's why I was doing heavy exercise.
Mm-mm. Ease off.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe even like mixing the two shakes and like the heavy metals, like I mean adding like Craxel chlorella, that might be helpful. And that would be great for pregnancy too, the vitamin K. Yeah, who's working with you?
Mary Cornwell.
May Cornwell. Okay. Um, yeah, you could talk to Mary about doing some deeper things with heavy metals, but might be outside of
Okay.
period.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome. Does anyone else have a question or a win?
Hi, Amy. I have a question.
Hi, Peilin. Hi.
Hi. So I have a customer who is just finishing the second month of ULT, and she has a mild case of cataract. And she said since she started the program, she's been having discharge, but it's for almost 2 months. I would say detox for 2 months.
How old
Sounds
is
like a
she?
detox, but it's just so long. Just there's no break.
How old is she?
She's probably in her mid-60s.
I mean, it can definitely be a detox symptom.
Mhm,
Um, that that age is, she's got a lot to probably detox at that age.
mhm.
She's uncomfortable with it? Does she want to slow things down or?
She doesn't really say that, but she is kind of concerned. But she said that her case is mild enough that she doesn't need the surgery. That's what her doctor told her.
Mm-hmm.
And she can still see. I mean, her vision is still okay. And that's why when I told her, it could have been detox, and she said, but so much. So I'm not sure.
I mean, it's
What's
kind
the
of like,
answer?
it sounds like everything's working, right? And that her eye is releasing something, so it's
Mm-hmm.
almost a good thing.
Her,
What about
yeah,
using like super xanthan? That's amazing for
anthem.
eyes, or like
Okay.
plus adding something like
Uh-huh.
that to it. Um, but
Okay.
it's kind of up to her, like how fast or if she wants to slow it down. But it sounds like it's detox for sure.
Okay.
So doing more fruit and stuff would be moving it more. But
Okay.
it's kind of up to
Mm-hmm.
her on her journey. But I would add in super xanthan or the carrot juice
Yeah.
plus for eyes.
What's the juice?
Super xanthan,
Yeah. And then what's
carrot
the other
juice
one?
plus.
Oh, carrot juice plus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. And also the reason she started the program was because she had a pretty bad arthritis on her hands. She couldn't really open up. But after 2 months, the progress is minimum, according to her. And so I was just wondering, is there anything else that can still help her more?
Um, I mean, the biomedic is going to be great. Doing parasite cleansing, doing more.
She's done 2 rounds. Yeah, she's done 2 rounds of it.
Mhm. Yeah. Joint flex, that would be really helpful for
Oh,
joint
yes, yes.
pain.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I'm sure that Michelle can work with her a little more if she needs to tweak it a little deeper. But yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. All right. Thank you.
yeah. You're welcome, Peilin. I mean, I would ask about the diet too. Like, is she doing fruit? Where's she at with meat, dairy?
She she says she's pretty much all vegetarian most of the time, like a 90% of the time, but she's still, sometimes with family gathering, when they eat out, and she didn't have much control. Um,
Yeah, so she's going back and forth. She's like creating acidosis and like detoxing and then like slowing it, fasting, slowing fast. Like it's,
mhm,
she's got to pick a lane.
mhm,
Like, yeah, or
yeah.
it's going to keep going. Um,
Okay.
okay.
Yep. Sure.
Hey there, I have a quick question.
Hi, Molly. Sure.
Hey, so I am supporting my husband with the ULT and trying to figure out how to support his adrenals, kidneys, and lymphatic system. With the adrenals, I was going to start the Be Energetic with him. And for his kidneys, I thought more tart cherry juice would probably be helpful.
Mhm.
But the lymphatic system, I didn't know if there is anything specific that I could help in supporting that in terms of products.
As far as products, like the ULT is great. It's the alkalinity. Um, let me mute this. Um, you just want to be an alkaline, creating that alkaline state. So really like for the lymphatic system, creating, doing more fruit, high fruit, making sure you're doing proper food combining, like the tart cherry is great for the kidneys, be energetic. Could add in white American ginseng if you wanted to.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay.
you have the ULT plus immune.
No, we just have the regular ULT.
Okay. I would add in the immune next time for sure.
Okay, yeah, the zinc aid.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay.
And then other things just outside of it, like the gentle movement, the lymphatic massage, dry brushing, stuff like that will help the lymphatic system too.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're on the right path. Good job.
Thanks so much.
Mhm. Anyone else?
Hey, Amy.
Hello.
Thanks. I'll jump on for a sec. I'm going pretty deep, as you know. I'm in Ecuador, just doing like mostly fruit and 3 times a day. And I think this could be a win. It's also a question. I've had like weird things come up. Like I had a huge lump in my ear, like a hard lump, and then another one came up like right here, kind of in between my toes. I mean, it feels like it's detox, but they're so like hard. It's really kind of fascinating. So I think it's a win, like my body's going deep, but just wondering if you've like heard of these specific things coming up. And the ear has gone down significantly, but it's like this hard bump that's just getting smaller. So just kind of wondering if that's just congestion or seen or heard of it.
I'm also testing you for congestion. I think it's pretty normal. I've never really heard of it, but to me, it feels like your body is moving things, and that's great. Like it's working.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you want to see things happening and, as well as it's not comfortable, but like, yeah, celebrate that you're winning, that this is working, right?
Yeah, absolutely. What about, did she ever talk about anything with warts? Like I used to have them when I was a kid and then they've been gone for a long time, but they're coming up and then they're like leaving my system, like then they're going away. So it's been interesting, but I do have a recent cluster and I'm just like, wow, is that,
God,
because
I was
are
just,
warts viral?
yeah, it's the spore that they're feeding on. I forget. I've just heard this last night on a call. Yeah, the the zeolites, those are going to be helpful for that. Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'll get the fulvic zeolite from Purium. It's a good idea. I do have ionic element, so I'll just keep working with that for now and then add that in. Dr.
Maybe
Morris
add
talked
some
about this.
Virosure if you have that.
I do. Yep. I
Yeah.
think that's probably what's moving things along.
Mhm.
So it's working, which is
Yeah,
good.
it's
It's so
working.
fascinating. Just keep looking at my body going, what's that now? Huh.
Yeah, that would be interesting just to have lumps on your hands. Yeah. But yeah, that's
So,
good. That's a good sign that things are moving.
yes, definitely celebrating.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Yeah. Molly, did you have a question still? Or is your hand still up?
Sorry, no, I didn't take it down.
Okay, no worries.
Thanks.
So Lisa?
I have a quick question, Amy. Can you address when is a good time to take white American ginseng, and when's a good time for Be Energetic? Like, what would be the difference between products of adrenal support and
Yeah.
anything else? I'm just really super unfamiliar with the ginseng, especially. Can you talk to me a little bit more, or talk to us about the benefits of that?
Well, the Be Energetic has the white American ginseng in it and spirulina and adaptogenic mushrooms, right? So it's a little bit more. You kind of want to flex on, you go on to that. They're even saying now like 30 days is enough for that and go off of it for a while, go on. White American ginseng is more sustainable. You can stay on that a little longer. They're both really amazing for hormonal health, adrenal health.
What would be some differences between the two, and when would you choose one over the other?
Michelle, do you want to talk about this one?
Sorry to put you on the spot. I'm
No,
just
it's
curious.
okay.
Sure, it's okay. Yeah. It's great to use them together, especially when you first start using them, but you just want to use the Be Energetic for 30 days. So I usually pair it in the midday meal. I'll have people do can't eat this in the morning, and then do fruit after their round of nutrition, and then go ahead and before their first meal, do like juice bar in a bag, or take the Be Energetic and the White American Ginseng then with the cocoa hydrate or something like this. It gives a nice boost in the middle of the day, I'm finding.
Together.
Yeah, I mean, they really work well together. So yeah. But you just want to drop off the Be Energetic after 30 days. And so White American Ginseng, they're both going to give you a little lift. So I wouldn't take them like after the first meal or the midday meal, but certainly, I mean, I know people can add them, I guess, all day long. For me, I find it stimulating, and it's really a great adrenal support. So I really love it before that first big meal of the day. Yeah.
Any comments about hormonal health regarding either one of them? Changing just with hormones and things like that as well?
Yeah, well, yeah, you remember your hormones are made in your gut. So by going through the full protocol and program, you're rehabilitating the digestive tract, and you're bringing those hormones are able to, come back into line, produce, and really make that connection. So I don't know if Amy, you had something to add about hormones, but when I think hormones, I think digestive tract, and that's where everything is made. And so really having a full comprehensive program along with the diet is just going to rehabilitate that and bring everything back into homeostasis.
But regarding those two products, you don't think anything differently between the two of them if someone is addressing certain hormonal issues or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, adding them in for to help support anything that you can do to support the adrenals is going to help. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
I would just be careful. Just Dave has said, don't take the Be Energetic more than 30 days. So I think it's a good distinction to make sure that you're aware of. And
yeah, and thank you for saying that, because actually that's I heard something, but I hadn't remembered it. And so I have used it multiple months. The other thing is, how much time would you give before you would reintroduce it again?
I think it's just a couple of times a year.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
that might be a good one for aspirium. I don't think I've used it more than a couple times a year. White American Ginseng, I have every day in that midday juice bar in a bag that I take before I have my big meal. So
Okay.
that's
thanks for the tip.
ongoing. Yeah, and they're paired together. They're beautiful. So you can kind of add that in then for the boost or for a morning boost as well.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you for the help.
Mhm.
Thanks, Amy. Great job today.
Yeah, thanks, Lisa. Cheryl wrote me a message. I'm going to answer her. Any advice on anything to do before starting to make the symptoms less? Well, Cheryl, congratulations. Excited to get you started. Thanks for being here and showing up for yourself before you even started. That's awesome. I would just suggest starting to get into the food, starting to incorporate more fruit in the morning, and just cleaning out your pantry of anything that's really not clean, any meat, dairy stuff. I'm not sure where you're coming from with your diet, but just starting to incorporate more of the food combining stuff. So who brought you here? I don't.
It's
Okay.
Christina
Christina.
Charlie. hmm
Okay. Did
With
she?
Carrie Drink Wine.
Okay, great. So I'm sure you got like a nice welcome with something about the food combining. So you know you want to be starting with fruit in the morning and no fruit before or food after. Sorry, fruit after food. So start implementing those practices. And getting a lot more water in. How does that sound? There's pre Krellen's videos that you can watch in the Regenerative Health app on that Mighty Networks too. So I would dig in there.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Okay. Yeah, I'm just getting started. Thank you.
cool. Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for being here. Anybody else? Bob, do you have a win to share?
Yeah, I just skied for several hours, had a um, MVP before I went with some super lights and exec Zeppelin or whatever,
Super
and
Xanthan? Mm-hmm.
then for Zeppelin, and it works every time. Have plenty of energy and no soreness. You know, I love it. And now I'm just trying some Comet blend
Commute?
and a moot
Yeah.
blend with carrot juice because I have and she's has acne and she's had it for years, and it's like a little clarification the other night. It's like, would you like to know more about this? Oh yeah. So I figured let me try it and see if that's a good mixture, and it does. But I'm going to just suggest that that was Dave's first blend, and it worked really well for Amy. But we've advanced a little more, and really it's all about cleaning out heavy metals and toxins in your body and giving yourself some super nutritious foods. So maybe you could try this, or you could go for a ULT, which would be for sure no problem. You'll clear it up and you'll have a lot more energy and clarity. So that's where I'm at. I'm just writing her now.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Keep up the
So
good confrontation.
yeah, a little confrontation.
Mm-hmm.
But thanks for doing this. This is really great. Um, you've been thrown a lot of difficult questions, and I think you've handled them well.
Thanks, Bob.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes good.
Cool. They can mute, and even the power shake, I think, too, makes good face masks too. Of course, it comes from the gut, but yeah, you can put it on your face.
Cool. There's so much to learn.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else?
Hey, Amy, I have one more quick question.
Sure.
This is Molly talking, sorry.
Okay.
For my husband, again, he has been dealing with plantar fasciitis for, I want to say, 5 or 6 years now. He's done different exercises and things for his foot. It really, the fascia in the bottom of the foot, kind of where the heel is just super tight for him and prevents him from running, which is one of the things he really likes or has liked to do, but he hasn't been able to in a while. So I didn't know if there were any products through Purium that I could add in to support. I guess it's the fascia tissue in his foot, and to help the healing of that, the stretching and the strengthening of his his plantar.
That's a great question. And he's doing a ULT plus immune every day, or where's he at?
Yeah, he is doing ULT, just the regular
Okay.
ULT. He's actually switching. We're going to be doing the Super Meal Love soon to just give him a little extra boost. But he has been trying to do more alkaline and eat more heavy on the fruit in the beginning part of the day into the afternoon, and then doing raw veggies for a meal. So I'm proud of him. He's been doing a good job with it. But I just didn't know if there is anything else that I could add in to help support his body.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. Just reducing the inflammation and rebuilding. So maybe extra aminos would help. Or the ULT plus collagen. If he's got all that inflammation and stuff going on, I don't know if I would recommend the ULT or the Love, because it's got the adaptogenic herbs in it. It might stir more things up.
Mm.
Yeah, like the dark berry with collagen, that might just be a little more gentle, and that could be more sustainable or fill him up with more substance if he's looking
Okay.
for that.
Yeah. What about the aminos? Like he is taking 5 in the morning and 5 in the evening.
Mhm.
So that's the recommended amount.
You can do up to 30 a day, so like adding an extra 5 for him.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like an extra 5 in the morning and 5 in the afternoon. So like 10
yeah.
and 10.
No, like 5 in the morning, 5 in the. I wouldn't do more than 5 at a time. I would even break those up even, but you could add in some more. Like if you did 15 a day, space them out, you know.
Oh, okay. Got it.
You could do the super xanthan too. That's really, really great for inflammation and breaking up the acid in the body and the muscles. Yeah, I think that would be maybe the hair, skin, and nails too.
Mhm.
Add that in with the collagen dark berry.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, the aminos will help break up the C-reactive proteins and stuff and help the lymph move.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. I like Veronica's suggestions here. The joint flex might be helpful. Yeah, the hair, skin, and nails for the connective tissues and calf massages. That's great. Mhm. A lot of gentle movement. I'm not saying your name right. I'm sorry. So, anybody else? Jason?
Thank you so much.
Hey, everybody. Oh, yes, I wanted to say thank you. This has been awesome. My name is Jason. I also go by Dharma J. And I love Purium. I think the products are great. The first time I purchased Purium was, it was 2 years ago. And actually traveled down to Costa Rica from Vermont. I live in Vermont. For 4 months, and I took a whole bunch of Purium with me, which was wonderful because I think I did have some parasites while I was there, and I think it really helped tremendously with that. But I really appreciate this call, Amy. Thank you for sharing all of your knowledge and wisdom. And I kind of Purium helped me get really healthy in my body very quickly, and I loved that. But then I kind of fell off and stopped, consuming the products for a while. And I recently, in a nutshell, I bought another Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation kit, and I'm kind of right on the verge of doing it, but I don't really know that I fully can. It's just seems like a lot to do that for 30 straight days. But then, I imagine that that it will be, coming out the other side of that would feel great in my body again. I work a lot. I'm a coach, and have been, long story short, running a coach training school and for many years, training other coaches, and very busy with that. And so I spend a lot of time behind a computer. It's all like remote and digital kind of work I do. So I'm working a lot, sitting behind a computer, and need better health. And I think that's why I'm here, coming back to coming to these meetings. I guess that would be my reason for being here. My person who brought me in, Lindsay Scott, I'm sure you must know her. Maybe not, but
I
yeah,
do.
she recommended that I come here, and I guess that's where I'm
Oh.
at. I don't know that I have a question, but maybe if I had a question, it would be something like, do you have any recommendations for consistency? Because I think consistency is my biggest challenge. I'll kind of
Hmm.
float healthy and unhealthy habits. I guess it's more of a, less of a physical question, more of like, I don't know what kind of question that is, but that would be my question.
Well, Jason, how did you feel when you stopped the period? Because you said you had a really good transformation, you were feeling really good, and then you stopped. What did you notice when you stopped?
Um, I noticed that I was caring less about physical activity, like even though, yeah,
Okay.
but a lot of it I think was due to work pressures and work stressors, which are kind of diminishing at this point, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, so
But I think a lot of people think they have to be perfect at this. And instead of like looking at this as like a 30-day commitment and oh gosh, it's so much, like look at it as just like day one, like just start adding things in. Just like get good at breakfast again, just starting that morning routine. And then just, things will naturally just drop in and drop off. um, but just take it a day at a time or a couple days at a time. Don't look at that whole big thing if that's what's overwhelming you. Just look at it little, like, okay, for lunch, I'm gonna eat raw, like just doing like little things at a time, but just adding them back in, you could just start there. Like you'll see results from just adding these in. You don't have to make a whole change. Um, how does that feel?
um, it feels great. Yeah, I like making big changes though at the same time. So
But you're not making them. So
actually, this week, I guess that's a celebration. I definitely have started being much more conscious of my food again, and
there you go.
I kind of started like the first round of it this week, and I've been like logging everything I'm eating in my Fitness Pal, getting more exercise, and kind of just like just monitoring my own physical health. And usually when I use an app like that, it really does help.
Cool.
So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and
like,
did you get
so
into
these are the facts, these are the numbers, this is what I have to do, and it just becomes more like, I don't know. It's like it also engages my logical brain, like, oh, this isn't really so hard. It's kind of mathematical at the same time, and you put these nutrients into my body, and this is what the outcome is. And I have a whole regimen of vitamins that I take, and so I've been taking my vitamins again every day and just getting back on track. Yeah, feels great.
Doing great. Keep it up. Who are you working with again? Lindsay?
Lindsay,
Yeah,
yes.
cool.
She lives the next town over from me, and a couple towns over from me in Vermont. And where are you from?
I live in Taos, New Mexico. Yeah.
Oh wow, cool. I was just in New Mexico last year. No, I went to Albuquerque. I bought my RV, my camper that I'm in right now,
Awesome.
in New Mexico. Yeah, traveled back to Vermont with it. Yeah.
All right. Well, stay in touch with Lindsay, and she's an amazing
Yeah.
coach. You're in really, really good hands with her. So when I get to Tonia, she's got a question. You're good, Jason?
Yes, I'm good.
All right, cool. Thanks for
Thank you.
showing
Thank
up.
you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, Amy. I'm Tonia, and so I've been on period since November. I was pregnant when I started it, so I've been on the core 4 since November. And just the last 2 days, so I've had a lot of good wins. It's been going great. But the last 2 days, and I'm experiencing it right now because it just started. I'm like, oh, I should ask. So I'm breastfeeding, and my little boy is 3 weeks old, so he's having his 3-week growth spurt. So his feeding off and on has been goofy. And I just noticed the last 2 days, I hit the afternoon and I get like my skin gets clammy. Like it feels like my blood sugar is dropping, is what it feels like. And so like I get ravenously hungry. So I'll have a shake, and maybe take like 5 more super aminos, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I'm right now I'm like sweating. My skin is cold and clammy. My lips are tingling, like, and I'm like all of a sudden ravenously hungry, and I need to eat like right now. And I just had a shake. Um, but any feedback on that?
What shake are you using? Power shake?
The appleberry power shake.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, you could live on a ULT probably, and maybe mix it up and do like dark berry and power shake. That might be more, fill you up a little more, but it sounds like your adrenals is what's going on. And you might be seeing some parasites, but we can't do that parasite cleanse until you're done with breastfeeding, right?
Right. And I have been doing adrenal support
Okay.
on the Be Energetic. I'm on a break for that right now, so I'm doing something else that I'm working with Camille on.
Okay, great.
So I mean, I guess I could just put in more some nettle tea or something like that, I guess. I
Stinging nettle, yeah, that'd be good for kidneys too. Which in turn helps yeah, the the adrenals. White American ginseng while you're on a break from Be Energetic would help too.
do have that, but it was on the Purium's not to take while breastfeeding list, or was it the pregnancy list? Maybe I got the lists mixed up.
Hmm.
I could have gotten them mixed up and then I forgot.
Okay. I thought it was, but okay.
I could be wrong.
I would just eat more, listen to your body if you're ravenous, like eat vegetables, be not detoxing, but with like the fruit, but adding in more vegetables, be building.
Okay. Okay. Good. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Your nervous system is probably a little, just
My whole system's a little like,
yeah, a little bit. I would do some gentle like self-care, mama. Like try to take some time for you, get some rest, cherry juice all day, have that nerve as a nerve tonic and calm down. And I think that dark berry shake would really resonate with you right now.
okay.
It's grounding and filling and just really deeply nourishing with all the dark berries. So
Okay. Great. Thank you.
you're welcome. Anybody else? Got a couple more minutes here. Kind of went long. Phil, thanks for jumping on. You got a win?
Always some kind of wins going on when I get to hear you all. This is great. Thank you for asking. One of the biggest wins will be that I've found some good way to. I found a lot of people at the celebration of my mother that went, and thank you. She was just really great. I bugged her every single day, so that was that's really peaceful to me. And as far as the products too, my dad, he's been consistently taking the stuff, seeing him deal with that actual loss that I could never even fathom, being, that was just honey, and just seeing, I could see the products glowing through him. So that was one of the biggest wins I could ever ask for. So
That's awesome.
thank you for asking. It's good to see you again.
You too. Thank you for sharing.
Yes.
Anybody else? I think everyone feels complete. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for showing up for yourself, most importantly, and spending so much time. Thanks for asking questions. it helps other people that don't have a question hear your question. So this is such a great space to share and help each other out. So thank you all for coming, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you.
That was great.
Thanks, Amy.